Medicare Advantage's open enrollment begins January 1 and runs through March 31st. And here to talk with us about that is Jae Oh, author of Maximize Your Medicare. Jae, welcome again.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
So another year, another open enrollment for Medicare Advantage. What do folks need to know?
So amongst all of these windows that you have to change plans for existing Medicare Advantage plan members, you do have the right to change plans once during the first quarter. And this is called Medicare Advantage open enrollment period. But the reality is you first need to be an existing plan member. You cannot newly enroll in Medicare Advantage during that time. In addition to that, this is also the period that people can cancel their Medicare Advantage plan, meaning that they can cancel their Medicare Advantage plan and return to original Medicare if they so choose. These are the outstanding characteristics. There are additional nuances. For example, if you are trying to enroll in a 5-star plan, that is rolling, meaning not subject to this particular 3-month period.
Yeah, all confusing. So remind our viewers, during Medicare's annual election period, you can sort of choose whatever Medicare Advantage plan you want, however frequently you want, but the last one you choose is the one that you get. But during Medicare Advantage's open enrollment, you only get the opportunity to do it once.
That is correct. That is correct, Bob. And I also want to say, as part of the ability to cancel your Medicare Advantage plan, if you want to return to original Medicare, again, much like whenever people try to transition from Medicare Advantage to original Medicare, I always tell people that the order matters, and that if they are attempting to apply for Medigap or Medicare supplement, that securing acceptance is of primary importance, should be done first.
Yeah. So when I think about the opportunity to redo your Medicare Advantage choice, some of the reasons seem like they might be obvious. Maybe you recognize that the doctor's not in your network, or the drug's not covered that you thought was covered. Any other reasons, or are those the primary ones?
Well, for example, there can be the dental and vision portion. In addition to that, there are additional enhanced dental and vision plans that certain Medicare Advantage carriers may offer. And for example, raising the out of the maximum benefit limit is an outstanding one. So that if someone knowingly has very expensive dental work to come in the calendar year, then that can be enough to change from Medicare Advantage plan number 3 to Medicare Advantage plan number 9. Yeah. Certainly, these combinations do exist.
Yeah. And then now that you mentioned dental, I'll also mention hearing as well, and prescription eyeglasses. This notion, I think, that may be lost on people is that there are at times caps placed on the amounts that are so-called free. Is that fair to say?
Yes, and this is kind of like a fundamental misunderstanding about dental, vision, hearing coverage. To call them insurance is a little odd to me. I would call them as savings plans, meaning that all of these will have a maximum benefit limit that someone can get. That can be a limit on the allowance for new frames, for example. Under dental, that will be called maximum benefit limit. So that amount is capped. Once exceeding the cap, you are responsible for 100% of the cost.
Yeah. So bottom line for folks who are thinking about switching their Medicare Advantage plan during this open enrollment period, any sort of bottom line advice, encouragement?
Well, one other point here is that the marketing, the encouragement for people, from people like me with many clients, for example, we do not make the outgoing call to entice someone to hey, you want to look at a new plan, that has to originate from the plan member himself. And what I am saying is that if you're receiving a call encouraging you to change your plan during the first quarter, probably not allowed.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay, as always, it's so great to talk with you and have you share your knowledge and wisdom with our listeners and viewers. I'm sure they're enlightened and all the more better equipped to deal with these topics because of our conversation. So thank you.
Privilege is mine, Bob. Thanks.